This is Kanzenshuu, the podcast, episode 536 for the week of February 22nd, 2026. Hello and welcome to Kanzenshuu,
the podcast.
That's right, an extension of the all-encompassing Dragon Ball fan site.
Kanzenshuu.
We cover anything A and everything Dragon Ball in hopes of enlightening and a little bit of entertaining. Doug over there just like, this is how it goes.
Just a little bit of entertaining.
Not too much. You can't have too much fun here.
Just the right amount, though.
Yeah.
I guess I need to leave because I'm having too much fun.
Too much fun.
Tone it down. Put your pants back on at least.
Oh, you can't call me out like that.
Oh, man. It is rare that I get to have in-person, in-studio guests and friends.
This is weird.
Yeah. This is great.
In the best way.
You do need to get closer to that microphone, though.
Hello. That's what Ken keeps telling me, but...
Ken's right. You may see me around. My name is Mike. Hello. I go by Vegito EX on the internet. I got two folks in person. It is 9:37 at night. We're going to leave here in a few hours in the morning. Yeah. Oh, boy. Across from me over here, have you ever been on the podcast proper before, other than a wiki stream?
I think it was the wiki stream. And
Did you do a review?
The Toriyama goodbye.
Toriyama goodbye?
Yeah.
You haven't done any reviews or anything?
No.
You want to do something?
I'm not that important.
It is Jake.
Hello.
Jake number 2. We've had Jakes before.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of Jakes. There are a lot of Jakes out there. I'm Lunar.
Lunar. You may see him around as Lunar. We're going to say one of our wiki editing extraordinaires. Just friend of the site.
Yeah. Oh, big friend. Big fan. We're wikiing.
No, I was, it was a couple weeks ago over in the Kanzenshuu Patreon Discord. I was just digging up photos of old stuff. And I think what's really funny is I remember the first time we met and I have it on video.
It's so crazy.
So it was Otakon 2012.
Might have been 2011.
Might have been 2011.
Yeah.
Whatever year we did that panel.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was pre-Kanzenshuu. Myself, Heath, and Mary were doing that panel. We were just doing Q&A afterwards. And that was the, hey, will you sign my dead zone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Jake told me that conversation in the car on our way up here.
Yeah. I mean, you have an
aura about you, Mike.
Yeah. you have a dead zone about you.
How many dead zones can you see?
Oh, man.
That's true. What a game.
Yeah, that should be like a close your eyes, how many did you see kind of thing. Yeah, I immediately see 3 to my left.
That's just the one that he wants you to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was well known. And I, of course, knew Mike for his dead zones. So yeah, I brought my Pioneer DVD and decided to just throw it out there during a Q&A.
Yeah.
And you were bewildered, to say the least.
Speaking of being bewildered to sign things, Doug, hello.
Jake, did he sign it for you?
He did.
Because Mike did not sign anything for me.
Doug, I feel so bad to this day.
It didn't change my opinion of you at all, but I was just like taken aback, like, wow, I guess don't meet your heroes. No, I'm just kidding. I went up to Mike and had him, like, asked if I could have his autograph. But Mike, having imposter syndrome himself, is just like
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he's like, why? I'm like, made me think, yeah, why? I'm going to do my own podcast in 10 years from now and show you what's what. But now here I am, Doug, a.k.a. Jabaz.
He's here.
Yep. Having a great time. I finally get to see where the magic happens.
Yeah.
And boy, is it like.
It's going to get warm in here, by the way. We got 3 bodies in here. We got lights on.
We got 3 hot bodies in here, that's what I'm
right.
saying. But like it exceeds expectations. Like, let alone your house is beautiful.
On my work review, it exceeds expectations.
It exceeds. No, because like I'm all about that cozy vibe, and like you kind of like do the great like nerdy vibe of it, but still has a cozy, welcoming vibe to it. And I love that.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
You want a V jump? There's a few.
I don't have any more room. I gotta make room for figures. Tomorrow, if all things go well, I'm getting a bunch.
That's right.
So that's it. That's why we are here. We are heading to. I'm making the same mistake as you. Like, we're going to the Genkidamatsuri. No, that's not what this is.
Right. I wish it was. The one in Japan was amazing.
Yeah. We are going to the Dragon Ball Mall pop-up tour. One of us will look up the name of this by tomorrow, I'm sure. But we're heading to that tomorrow. Y'all came up from south to north. We're going to head about an hour north tomorrow to the American Dream Mall here in Jersey.
First time there.
It's really by the football stadium. It's a mall. It's a theme park. It's a million other things in one.
It's Dragon Ball to me, baby.
We are the second stop on the tour. So we have the hindsight of knowing what happened in Chicago.
Chicago was a mess.
Going into this. So we're the night before the event. We're going tomorrow. Friday is opening. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're going for the first day. We're going early. We're not going like stupid early.
Right. But we are waking up before the sun
Yes.
is up.
Yeah,
Some people would call that stupid.
I mean, the fact that we're not there right now at this hour,
Right.
we're not going to get a figure,
Means
dog. We're not getting
that
anything.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Doug, set the stage for it. This is what this episode is going to be. We're going to have like split recordings. We're going to do this pre-show. We're probably going to insert some live stuff from the actual event. And then when we come back tomorrow, we'll record a sad debrief of everything that happened.
Yeah.
Doug, set the stage for us. We're all going to get the Kuririn no Kotoka manga-styled colored S.H. Figuarts for Son Goku.
Yes.
We're definitely all going to get it. No
Of course.
problem. We'll buy
Definitely.
3
All of
each.
us.
I'll show up at 10 a.m. and I'll get one. Not likely.
That's the big thing being sold right now, right?
The whole world did not know how much everyone wanted this SH Figuarts, but I'm glad the world came out. Like, there's people out there that love the manga enough to want this manga-inspired SH Figuarts. But yes, this is an exclusive figure being sold only at these 5 events, these pop-up tours. I think it's Chicago, us, Florida. I forget the other 2. But, very exclusive. We don't know if it'll be sold on Premium Bandai for you to buy online.
Yeah.
Japan has already announced that they will sell on Premium Bandai, but only on Premium Bandai Japan. So us here in America, this happened last year with the End of Z Goku, Ichiban Kuji, your master release type figure where...
Yeah, that was the one, that was at the Daima pop-up tour?
Yeah.
Okay, that was
the
the one that Randy and I went to.
Genkidamatsuri, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They had that that's want to compare because they had that figure there, exclusive, and they were going to sell it on Premium Bandai Japan as well, but never came over to America. And so your only chance to get it was at that event.
Yeah. So, and we were talking about this earlier when I went to that event last year. No, I didn't go for opening. I just went, at a reasonable time to get to the mall. It was probably towards opening. That mall doesn't even open until 11, so that's like when it starts. But we would have went on Saturday instead of Friday. So it's the second day. They set the allotment of figures over the span of days. So like they're going to sell out Friday, but they'll have some more Saturday. They'll have a different set on Sunday. So when I went, they were already sold out again on Saturday. I got my fucking mini Goku and Vegeta. That's all they had in stock at that point. Because I wanted that End of Z Goku figure, but they didn't have it.
Oh, they didn't have it by the time you got there.
By the time I got there, that was sold out. So, because I was looking ahead of time, looking at the sell sheet that they have out at the front of the event. Like, oh, it'd be cool if I could buy that. No, it wasn't in. But at that time for the Daima event, like you could just get in a reasonable line for the merch line. It was inside. It was just, like...
That's the big thing. The line was inside the mall.
Yeah,
it didn't reach outside.
Just like little ropes, like you would expect to just, you're queuing up to buy some stuff. And it wasn't around the corner. We're hearing reports of like miles from Chicago.
Literally outside, like you would see the line stretch out. And then walking inside the mall, you would see lines wrapped around the entire mall just to like make sure everyone got in a line. It's looking crazy.
It looked emotional.
The mall would let people inside to line up around 6 a.m., but the event itself doesn't open until 10 or 11 a.m. So they were like, people were like sleeping on the floor of the mall waiting until 11 a.m. for them to go up to the cash register and buy their figures.
Yeah. So we're going to be prepared with, I've got some folding chairs in the back of the car already. So, I got some of those.
My sweet legs.
For at least outside. The parking area is covered. I think it's going to rain tomorrow. So I don't know where they're expecting to put us in the line or by the time we get in line, where will we be compared to other people?
Yeah.
I kind of don't know what to expect. I'd love to get that figure. I think it looks great. Like, people talk about like, oh, what's iconic? Kuririn no Kotoka is like, that's iconic.
Yes.
That is
they have
up there.
that like Ichiban Kuji that I recently got, like the bust of him like coming out of the manga page looks incredible. So to have that, they already have this figure, this SH Figuarts specifically as an SH Figuarts, but it's anime colored.
Yes.
So it's the same mold, it's just a different color. But just something about it being the 40th anniversary, being the red tonish, makes it seem so much more special.
Yeah.
And even though the lines are crazy, I'm happy that fans are showing out there to show love to the manga and not just like on anime. Like it's surprising, honestly.
I am more than anything else just psyched to see it as an event, as an experience. The Daima Tour was cool, but there wasn't a whole lot to see. Like
It's just a cardboard cutout of like the Pansy and Glorio
exactly.
out there.
Like, here, throw this pole around for a little bit.
Have you seen the Genkidamatsuri in Japan, the event over there? They had like merchandise from Dragon Ball as far as like 95 and whatever. Like they had a bunch of like old school.
Did they?
It was like a museum of like figures. It was a paradise. It was that felt like a tribute.
Doug,
Right.
you're in that museum right now.
I'm right there. Yeah, that, you know what? Now that I'm looking around, Mike's base. Yeah, but no, like that feels like an experience. Whereas I feel like this is appropriately called a pop-up tour. It has the lame connotation of just like we just threw this together. We popped it up.
Kind of what I was expecting.
Yeah.
After seeing the last event with what Daima had to offer.
Yeah.
Now seeing that there's so many people showing up, like, am I getting my expectations up too high? Because I know that the basics will be there.
I hope not. I've extensively researched the Chicago one to see what's going to be there. There are nice like photo ops. There's like Shenron's going to be there to give high fives.
Really?
Yeah, to give high fives.
Nice,
yeah,
nice,
no
nice.
wishes. You don't get. You don't deserve.
No.
But no, I mean like there's like the Quinto one's going to be there. It'll be like nice like photo ops for us to take, and we'll get to play Sparking Zero. As if you can't just do that by but you get a little badge.
Oh.
Well,
I'm trying to convince Mike. We get a little badge
every
if you
time
play
you
the
go to
game.
someone's house, they make you play Sparking Zero. I'm not making you play Sparking Zero.
Randy came to my house to make me. No, Randy, I had a great time. I know Randy's going to think about this too hard. I had a great time.
Why is everyone keep making me play Sparking Zero?
But there are like little events, like you get to assemble they give you like a model kit of Goku to put together, and then for free you get to keep that figure. I think you get to sign up, like a sign up sheet to get there, but you get that free little Goku to make, assemble there,
You should
and take home
play
with
like
you.
the card games, like all that kind of stuff is there.
And every event you go to, they give you like a little
There's a
badge.
stamp rally.
No, I think. Well, yes, the stamp rally. I think maybe they give you like a little a pin to put on you or something like that. So yeah, it's exclusive to this event, so it'd be kind of cool. Again, the Genkidamatsuri one is a lot cooler. The pins they give out there, they give out like a nice little like card, like a Dragon Ball Divers like exclusive card. That thing looks cool.
Yeah, everyone's favorite game.
I heard about it the first time there, but the card looks cool. I'm looking up on Bai and JP fans like, oh my god, $200? No, thank you, just for a card.
Is there like a prize for getting all the stamps? For the stamp rally?
Probably.
Yeah, they give you nothing crazy. Like I think an acrylic stand of Goku doing a
You
Kamehameha.
think we'd be more up on it, but we're zoned in on the one figure.
Mike,
we're saving it up
the
for
fact
tomorrow.
that I know all about this makes me so. It's like I had to tell you guys. Mike was like, "Yeah, let's show up at like like 2 hours early. That's enough, right?" I'm like, Mike, if we're not there at 3 a.m., we're not getting this freaking
So
figure.
we're not going to 3 a.m.
We're not getting this figure. Apparently, then
Still going to be super exciting.
yeah, it'll be fun regardless. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The thing about the mall is there's also a Bandai store. I don't know. Tamashii Nations at some point became like a brand unto itself. I remember them just doing. I actually have a over in the corner over here. Jay, you can probably see it. But over like in the literal corner, there's just this line of
Those
Tamashii.
tiny figures. Yeah.
That was their original Tamashii branding. I feel like Tamashii Nations took on like a larger brand within Bandai, even like above and beyond. At some point.
Once like the SH Figuarts, obviously they have like Figuarts Zero, where it's like kind of like statues, but they're more like dynamic and have like a diorama kind of style to them. They're gonna have that superhero Gohan doing the Makanko Sapo there.
Okay.
Which one was the one you wanted? You wanted the Janemba one, right?
I'll take anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
See what's left.
Yeah, that's true at this point.
I'll take the leftovers. Jake, you're just in it for the experience too, right?
Oh yeah, I do love me that end of Z Goku statue. That one's been on my radar for like a little bit. I was seeing it go for pretty high prices secondhand in Japan when I went a few months ago, and then I was happy to see that it was a $70 price tag coming up. So
60.
What? Okay.
60.
Well, so yeah, that's looking pretty enticing to me. We'll see if there's any left over because
from what I've seen in Chicago, the first ones to go were the event exclusive, not even SH Figuarts, the Ichiban Kuji like UI Goku, the Super Saiyan Goku, and the Super Saiyan Vegeta, like the tall kind of statues. Those were like the first to go. They must not have many of them because they're big boxes. There's probably just not a space issue
That's
there.
true.
We don't have that. Where SH Figuarts are tiny little boxes, they can have. I think I've heard the number 200. I don't know if the 200 amount is just a number that people have been throwing around, or if that's actually that can't be. They can't. 200 a day. 200 a day is what I'm thinking of, but I don't know.
Even then, that doesn't seem like nearly enough. I mean,
right.
The demand for these, like you said, unfortunately, there's a scalper problem too, and that's a bummer. But like, what?
Luckily, it is one per person, as long as the staff are aware and doing their job. Because I heard in Chicago they were giving out 2 because I'm sure the staff just didn't know what was going on. And didn't know what to expect. But yeah, I think it's just a common issue of Bandai or Tamashii Nations not knowing expectations of what's going to happen, so they don't bring enough product for everyone.
You're saying
to
Japan
get.
doesn't understand the American market? Yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't. They didn't. They don't know that we like Dragon Ball over here in America.
yeah, they do not get it. So that's where we're at right now. Where it's all right. We're going to get up in the morning and go and see what happens.
Yeah.
And that's
Mike,
fine.
if you don't see me here at 3 a.m., I took an Uber over there. I'm
That's gonna be
I'm gonna
expensive
get
Uber.
this figure.
Where's Doug?
Well, luckily, I want to shout out Kirk, the Geek Effect. He got invited to go as media, and he gave me a +1 to go with him. So I'm not sure, but talking to him, he wasn't even aware of how bad the lines are.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if what his media pass is letting us. His media pass lets us into the mall, but not into the line.
Yeah.
So I'm not even sure how helpful or anything that'll be, but we'll see.
What's really funny is I never considered like, oh, I should submit for like a press pass on those.
Right. Like if we could, I'm like, why wasn't I invited?
I never think of this kind of stuff from my perspective anymore. I'm just
You
like,
have the
I'm
power.
just gonna go. Like, I'm gonna be like, when I have a website, you have a website.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You
No,
can showcase these figures to get more buzz about it. Nah.
no.
It's especially funny now from our perspective, like thinking of you sitting in this room in particular. I mean,
Yeah.
and like not thinking of that you should submit for a president. Like, oh, hey, that's a good idea. I should.
Never occurred to me until this minute. All right, so that's where we're at. That's the pre-event conversation. We'll be back tomorrow with some
With an
live
update.
in-person coverage.
Yeah,
or
we'll see
how
if the
it's
rain
going.
subsides and the sun glows upon us with
That's
these
right.
figures.
Yeah,
Blessed.
we'll see you then. We're at the back of the line. We got my new friend here who came to the back of the line to ask me why I'm at the back of the line. Why are you at the back of the line?
Find out what's going on at the back of the line.
So you have been here for a long time.
Yes.
You said you're like 400-ish in line.
About.
Do you think you're getting anything?
I hope.
Yeah. Well, we're just vibing back here right now, though.
Vibes are good.
That's cool. Good luck. Doug, we're getting there.
We're almost there, buddy. We're only 2,000 in line. And
Well,
you only have 200 Gokus, so we'll see.
So you definitely get one.
Absolutely. If not, I'm here for the vibes.
All right. See you inside.
Bye.
Doug, we've been out in the cold for several hours.
I'm visibly more defeated.
Yeah. Jake, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Albert?
Surviving.
The cheapest I found on Bai for this Genkidamatsuri figure is $300.
Now?
Even in Japan, yeah, $350. I'm still siphoning through stuff.
We're looking.
Yeah.
It's cold, man. So the line stopped moving a while ago.
People have been sent in though inside the mall.
Yeah.
So we're still hanging out
Not
outside.
us.
Yeah. We're not part of the lucky few that got in here.
It's what, 11:30 right
yeah.
now?
So I guess the event started, right?
It
11
started.
11 o'clock.
They're
yeah.
having fun without us.
The first person in line is just like, what should I get? They're still deciding, so gotta wait for him to decide.
We're all waiting on them.
Yeah.
Be back later.
If you're here for an event exclusive at this point of the line, you probably will not get it. It's about 400 to 600 people up there already ahead of you. And they're probably going to do event exclusive. Please feel free to take a picture of the list of what we have as of right now. I fully expect us to sell out completely in a few hours. So do with that information what you must. And when I mean a few hours, I mean like 6 o'clock.
The dream is dead, boys. So here it is.
The elusive,
We can't get it.
exclusive.
It's right here in front of us.
I can break this glass when we try.
What?
No, nothing. We gotta do it the right way. This thing has been such a hard thing to get. Everyone wants this dang thing, and it looks great in person.
It's beautiful.
The shading on it is so good. Mike, get it for me. What power do you have? Why are we friends then?
Everyone knows you,
What's
not
your
me.
benefit?
Doug, I wanted to get the Super Saiyan 3, but you told me to get the Super Saiyan 2
Instead.
Why?
Yeah.
Why am I getting that?
This Super Saiyan 3 is no good. This is like 5 or 6 years old at this point.
Yeah.
Bad mold. His face looks wonky. He falls apart. His hair's pretty heavy. Super Saiyan 2 though comes with an aura effect, lightning effect,
They give me a box one.
brand new sealed. You got to get 2 of them though.
Well, we're back.
We are.
We did it.
Yeah, we sure did it.
Crazy
everybody.
day, right?
Yeah. Gosh, where do I want to? Well, I guess let me go around. We're still the same 3 people. I'm still Mike, Vegito EX. It's still Jake, Lunar. It's still Doug, Drabaz. We're still here. We spent the vast majority of our day in and around the American
mostly
Dream,
around.
American Dream Mall here in Jersey for not the Genkidamatsuri event.
Oh yeah,
we never looked up the actual proper name.
There's no
of
proper
this
name. It's
event.
just the Dragon Ball pop-up tour.
Pop-up
That's
mall
all it's
tour.
called. Yeah.
Our plan was all right. So we were
Our plan was shot from the beginning.
It was.
Let's just
It
put
was.
that.
After we recorded last night, we were talking about, okay, what should be our timing? Doug at some point was like, what if we went right now?
I didn't say what if. I specifically pointed at your face, Mike, and was like, if we don't leave right now, we're not getting this figure.
Yeah. You were right. But we started even last night getting wind from subreddits and Doug folks you follow online of like, hey man, this probably isn't happening because people are already lining up as of like 6 p.m. last night.
Hundreds of people were already lined up. Yeah, I think we heard like 6:30 p.m., which I think they turned them away, but then they came back in droves.
Yeah. So we kind of hedged our bets a little bit and we're like, all right, what if we went really early? At some point, Doug, you were like, well, what if me and Jake just go up at like 3 tomorrow? And I'm like, cool, I'm not going with you at
Right,
3.
we'll meet you there.
Yeah. But then even then you're like, maybe that's not even going to be a thing.
For me, the fun of it would have been going with you guys. So to like exclude Mike not going with us, Aka Vegito EX, without him, like it just wasn't part of the fun. And I'm glad we ended up going together.
I am really glad we did what we did.
Yeah.
So we ended up leaving here like before 7 o'clock, and we got there for basically 8 o'clock. And yeah, man, there was a line. I wouldn't say it was a ridiculous line, but that's because we didn't know the specifics of there were already hundreds of people inside the mall beyond the line.
We thought the line outside was the line. Nope, they already let people in as of 7 a.m. We've heard people say that they got let inside the mall to line up again at 7 a.m.
Yeah, we had heard as soon as we got there, we interacted with some folks, and I think the one gentleman who approached us mentioned that he was place 4 something 500
something.
Yeah, he was just mentioning offhand that he was that number in line, and we were at very much least that deep.
Was that the guy who came up to us and was like, why are you guys still here?
Why are you here?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I mean, I'm here for the vibes, man. I know we're full aware. Well, at least the 3 of us, because I made it aware to you guys. Fully aware we're probably not going to get it. If we get it, it's like a great bonus. There were a lot of glimmers of hope. We didn't even mention. We didn't officially say, guys, we did not get the Genkidamatsuri Goku. Hate to break it to you.
I don't want to say we got nothing, but for all intents and purposes, for stuff related to this mall tour, we got nothing.
Right.
I know I said we did it. We didn't do it.
We did it. We went.
But we did not get the thing.
But yeah, we got to the back of the line. We waited a bit, and then the line started moving. I think little by little.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was because they must have been right. They were letting people inside the mall in like batches of 50.
Yep.
I thought it was like, at first I thought it was like, oh, people are quitting, and so the line's moving a little bit. But no, the line was moving a significant amount. Where what it was the mall was letting in 50 people in at a time to then form a line on the inside. And then once they were done shopping, they would gave some time, they would let another 50 people go in. But it was like 30-minute increments. So like they would let the line would get shorter, 30 minutes would go by with nothing, and then it would move again.
In hindsight, it's a little strange thinking back on that because it was supposed to start at 11.
Yeah.
So what was the movement before 11 o'clock?
Why was it moving?
Yeah, at all.
If they're going inside, what was going on inside?
Maybe it was like mall security allowing whatever the allocation was and then figuring it out from there. Like, okay, where do we move these people? Can we move these people to this section? How do we then queue them up beyond that?
How to form the line. Because even the American Mall, on Instagram, they have an account that they were talking about this. They were fully aware. Like they mentioned in their story how like we saw Chicago, we saw how bad it was. Please do your best to not to be respectful, listen to the staff, don't cut, we're going to get you out. If you sneak inside the mall to walk around and you try and get into the line, we're going to kick you out. So at least there was that. I heard there was still a lot of cutting. Unfortunately, like people would just let in 15 people in of their friends come in and take whatever. But
we got some on-site reports of that from speaking to some people.
I was going to say, Doug, can you run us through, because every 10 feet someone knew Doug, so this was very great.
It was such a weird new experience for me. Like I'm not used to this at all, but this is totally like my wheelhouse, right? Where
Yeah.
I'm all about figures, and I have a TikTok where I talk about figures. So naturally, I didn't expect that many people to come and like recognize me though. It
No.
was like, is this what it feels like to be Vegito EX?
Vegeta ES 20 years ago.
20 years ago, yeah.
But it was good for intel. So can you run us through some of the folks you talked with and the times we got from what they said when they got there, when they got in, what materials they got?
Because like of my own curiosity, like I wasn't even thinking about like for the podcast. I'm just like, what time did you get here? Like what was the deal? Like what time did you get here? What time they let you inside the mall? And then what time did you get your figures if you got to the front of the line? And some people said they got in around, the people that got in around 5 a.m., showed up at 5 a.m., they got let inside the mall around 7 to 9 a.m., and then finally checked out around like 1 to 3 p.m. and still got a Goku figure.
Yeah.
So if at the latest 5 a.m., but like they mentioned that once they got to the front, they noticed there was like not many Goku figures, the S.H. Figuarts left. People that showed up even earlier, I think what was the earliest that we ran into? Was it 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.?
Yeah, I mean,
We
there
heard
was
some 3 a.m.
Yeah, there was. I mean, there was one gentleman who mentioned he was there 6 o'clock p.m. from yesterday.
From yesterday,
Yeah.
Which is insane. But yeah, we were hearing some accounts across the board, and we were able to basically nail down from some folks that mentioned they got there at 2. It was about 3:30 a.m. and then got into the building. So part of that moving line of actually getting through the parking garage into a heated area at 7 a.m.
Luckily, it was the line was formed in the parking garage. It wasn't like outside because it was raining when we got there.
It fucking rained all day. It was white knuckle driving
Not
the
a
whole
great
way
mood.
up.
Yeah. So luckily,
So they got in at 7, and according to them, waited until about 2 p.m. when they finally got to make the purchase, and that's when they did get the exclusive figures.
Yeah.
Then we heard from another gentleman who was friends with Doug that he arrived around 5 a.m., got to the actual counter at 3 p.m. and didn't get a figure.
Right.
So at some point between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m.,
that's when the last of it was.
Genkidamatsuri.
And there was a little confusion because people were saying how, like, oh, how did you know there was not many left? They're like, oh, we counted how many were there. But some people don't take into account that they might have some in the back that they kind of shuffle back outside in stock to do that. But still, around 2 must have been like 2, 3 p.m. they were just out.
Yeah, it must have been because so we decided, and maybe I've played it by now. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to edit this podcast because it's like the audio version. And Doug, you and I took so many video clips that I anticipate there being a video component for the YouTube version of this. I don't know where I'll put it, but you and I both recorded the lady coming out with the loudspeaker being like, "Hey fuckers, you ain't getting shit."
Yeah, she basically was like, "If you're here,
so yeah,
expectations."
I would actually. I was about to lead in to say that a takeaway. So the biggest takeaway, I think, that there wasn't very much communication of what was going on, why the line was moving.
Right.
No one was coming out here and really telling us at what point do they think how long we would be standing or what was happening.
I don't know what else could they say that they didn't already say. They came out occasionally, not a lot, but they were like, "Hey, these figures are sold out as of now," and we're like, "Oh,
that was okay."
A little bit later, they would show around essentially these laminated menus really of all the merch that they had, and they were like, "Hey, these ones that are marked, they're sold out."
The ones that were sold out in the beginning, like early on, were the Master Star Piece figures, the UI Goku, Super Saiyan Goku,
like
and
those
Vegeta.
3 statues,
the tall
those
statues.
are gone.
But I'm taking that. I'm realizing that's because the boxes were so big. They must not have had that many in stock anyways. Whereas an S.H. Figuarts was a tiny box,
right? And at that point, the Genkidamatsuri Goku was still available.
Totally,
When they came around showing us,
it lasted a lot longer than I thought it did. Actually,
it did. So the timing I want to talk about was when they came out and told us basically, that's it. You're not getting these. What time was that for us? That was close. It was like 1:30.
I think,
maybe earlier than that.
Maybe earlier. I lost all track of time being in that line.
know.
I was just focusing on my legs and how they were killing me.
It must have been a little early, like maybe around 1, because then we dished and we're like, okay, we're gonna look at the event space for a minute, and then we're just gonna get lunch. We're just gonna sit down and get lunch.
Yeah.
I think we got out of lunch around 2, went back to the event space, and kind of like snuck around and saw there were still some of those Gokus on the top shelf. And we're like, they told us those were sold out though. But I think they were just running the math of like,
by the time it gets to you,
even if 1 out of 10 people that were still in this line bought this, there's no chance. And then we did check around later before we left, and that shelf was white,
cleared.
Yeah.
To be expected. Like we almost got inside. It's like how the threshold that we were almost let inside. But at that point, when the lady came out to say, you're probably not gonna get. She said it in a very diplomatic way.
It was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but the way we Mike and I heard it that way, where it's like, you fuckers ain't getting shit, and we're like, all right. I think no one else around us heard it because like it was just us four. Albert came with us, and we were just like, let's get out of here. We're not worth it because we knew from the beginning that we weren't going to get this figure.
Like
we knew.
almost certainly won't.
So it's a little difficult to hear the folks that were announcing it. So
lady with the loudspeaker, she was talking like I'm spinning in my seat, and like she would like go left and right with the loudspeaker. Like you got to just go in one direction, then go in the next.
Mike,
direction.
she doesn't have a podcast she's been doing.
I know. I gotta go
years.
train her how to do a podcast.
Exactly. Talk into the microphone.
Everyone's picking up certain words here and there. It's like, did she say sold out?
We heard tote bag. We heard sold.
We heard giveaway. We're like, what are you giving away? At one point we're like, take that information as you will, and that's all we heard.
Like,
and I'm like, what information?
What are you talking about?
So we heard like a few hours and take that information as you will.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I was like, does that mean that like was she talking about the stock or when we get inside?
Yeah.
I was like
either or is no good.
For that much
but I think what we took away was that you're not going to get to the front until 6 p.m. and there won't be any figures. There won't be any exclusives left.
Right. Yeah.
So by that, we're like, okay, no, that's all we needed to hear. Because there were some points in the line that we were like, oh, there's a glimmer of hope that we might, if we stick it out, we might get one.
Yeah.
Because I heard reports of like they might have 2,500 for the whole weekend. So allocated between 3 days. But still, that's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. But then I heard other reports that like, no, they're only doing like 200 or 400 a day.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh yeah, there's 600 people. That's what they said. There's 600 people in front of us right now when we were in line. So I was like, yeah, we're not.
And keep in mind, we were standing outside some 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
It was rainy and crappy outside. We weren't in the rain.
No, we were in the parking garage area,
but
so we were covered.
We were getting real familiar with those ceiling pipes.
Yeah.
And the line was moving just often enough that we didn't really have the option of like posting up.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like it's not really like an overnight situation where you can really just camp out.
Yeah, like this is your spot. We'll see you in 7 hours and we'll move from there. Yeah.
But it just it was kind of wearing on us, as it would for most people.
I was honestly like, I was thinking I was okay because a friend of mine, Kirk, the Geek Effect, he got invited to go as like media. And so he invited me as a +1. And I'm like, first of all, dude, thank you for inviting. I can't believe you thought about me. Like, thank you so much. Kirk, thank you so much. But then like the media pass apparently didn't really do much except guarantee us, skipping the line to get into the events of the pop-up tour. There's the retail line, and there's the events line where you can get into the pop-up tour.
Yeah, I guess we didn't say that. Like, if you just wanted to go to the mall, you could go to the mall.
You could go,
like independent of Dragon Ball whatsoever.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go to the Dragon Ball mall pop-up event, independent of the merch store, you could just go into the mall and go to the event.
There was no line, so I called Kirk that day ahead. I'm like, oh, that doesn't make any sense because there's no line for the event from Chicago. From Chicago, I'm like, I'm pretty sure you could just walk on in. There's no line to get in there.
Mall doors open at 10. The event starts at 11. So yeah, you could just be in the mall.
There might have been like an initial line, but it's not gonna be anything like the retail line. Like if it like at first I thought like, oh, we'd be able to like kind of get ahead of the retail line, but it's like no they. But I think because it's not run by the American Dream Mall, so like the staff wouldn't be able to like get us that close. But I kind of like was okay with that because I would feel bad to like cut in line essentially just to get my feet, just because I have the privilege of media pass. But yeah, I mean, the worst case scenario, it's one of those things. I was telling you, Mike, that like if this was like, oh, you get to meet Hironobu Kageyama or whatever, I would definitely still show up earlier and wait because that's like a once in a lifetime experience. Mm-hmm. With this figure, yes, it's gonna suck to have to pay $300 in the aftermarket for it, but it still exists. But I still can. I don't know what to do. $300 is so much for a figure, dude.
I know.
But we were bouncing on good vibes. We knew that we wanted to go into the event regardless of, I mean, it looked bleak for getting those exclusive things.
Yeah.
But once we got that call of like, hey, guys, it's really not looking likely. And we just decided to very elegantly dip out.
No, I was like, I raised my hand. I'm like, guys, we're out. It's been a good time.
Waving to everyone and be like, hey,
because we were hanging over the scaffolding. Like, get me out of here.
My legs were killing me. I was like, I can call it first, guys. And but we were the only ones, right? And I didn't see anyone else who like leave the line.
I don't understand why. I mean, maybe they wanted other things. The thing to me, and Doug, this is actually something I thought was neat about this is, there's the master lease statues. Yes, there's this exclusive SH Figuarts. There's also regular SH Figuarts, and there's also just like $13 to $15 action figures.
Yeah.
There's just affordable, regular ass stuff.
Yeah.
That
Booster
if-
cards.
Yeah,
Like,
if you're a kid and you're just here to get some stuff,
Yeah.
like you could conceivably get that. You might not get into the mall until 6 p.m. to get it,
Right.
and by then, like even this fucking Goku mini was sold out by that
I know,
point.
Goku Mini for
So-
they must not carry it enough. But yeah, that's the thing though. Is like, yes, if I was in line, I'm like, I'm sticking it out. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get something, even if it's something that is not anything exclusive. But like, you can get those figures on Amazon for the same,
Right.
if not better price.
right.
honestly.
That's what it comes down to.
So it is about that like pride. Like, no, I'm gonna stick it out in this line, and I respect that because it really is like, no, I came here for I'm gonna like make this worth it and get something.
But by the end, there really wasn't a whole
There really
lot
wasn't
that
much.
they were selling
So what
that
was sold
day.
out, specifically on ours on Friday, was the mini Daima Goku and the Super Saiyan Gohan SH.
I was gonna say I
Figuarts.
took a photo at the very end of the day.
Yeah,
like the
as for SH Figuarts, like what was
Yeah.
sold out was that that were not exclusives, and the shallot and the giblet. Surprisingly,
yeah.
I'm thinking maybe they didn't carry many of them. And
Oh,
so,
you know what? I'm looking across
Who knows?
the top. All but 2 things from the card game were sold out.
Yeah, that was like
for our
gone.
day.
Yeah, yeah.
For SH Figuarts, sold out was the special figure, the Gohan, the Goku Mini. Is this Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta?
Yeah, for some reason that one, which
The 2
honestly
Legends
isn't that
figures.
it's not that impressive of a figure, and
Yeah.
we're getting him again done better soon this year.
Hmm.
There's going to be a
Pair
better
him up
mold,
with
like a 3
Goku.
or a 4.0 version of him.
The Gohan Makanko Sappo from Superhero was sold
Yeah,
out.
the Figuarts Zero.
The-
Yeah,
The effects stations were sold out.
yeah, weird.
You're at the event, you might as well splurge a
Yeah,
little.
that's true,
You
that's
know,
true.
there's
So,
a little bit of that.
You know, the thing I was going to say is this was an event exclusive. By the time we left, it was not sold out, but it is this $13 Dragon Ball Evolve Ultra Instinct Goku. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's cool. At least like if you're a kid, that's a reasonable thing that a parent can
Yes.
buy for a kid. It's
Yeah.
$13.
I didn't realize till talking to you guys about it like afterwards. Well, like there are so many like levels of Dragon Ball figures that anyone can jump into depending
Yes.
on like your budget, what you want. Like
Yeah.
there's
Your
there's that
age,
Evolve
yeah.
figure that's like $11 to $15.
I
Like, if
thought
you-
that was cool.
Yeah, if you want that, and then if you want something a little more higher quality, there's the Dragon, what is it called, the Dragon Stars figures,
Mhm,
and then the top is the SH Figuarts. That's like if you want to spend like
And then there's the
buku
statues.
dollars, then the
Yeah.
statues. Yeah.
Then there was at the very bottom of the menu, there was also
Oh, what was down there? Yeah.
The clothes
well,
and
clothes.
the hats.
So
tote
surprisingly,
bags.
the first round when they were coming out to us while we're still in line and they were showing everyone the menu of what was sold out. That stuff at the bottom was already all crossed out.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
my photo here, they're all sold out. The
Yeah,
hats,
so
the
there were
bags.
some backpacks, tote bags, hats.
Yeah, not the tote bags that you're thinking of that with like the Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku.
Yeah,
it's like a
not those.
nice like stylized like
Yeah.
everyday kind of tote bag that you can see people wearing. Like think of Uniqlo.
Go to
Is
the
that what it's called?
grocery store.
Uniqlo. Yeah,
There were
yeah.
so many different types of
Kind of
tote
like
bags.
kind of like subtle, but they were nice. They must not have carried a lot because I kept an eye on the Chicago one, and Chicago also that was like the first thing to go. Which you don't think people would really buy that. I don't think that there's a huge market for that. So maybe they
maybe
carried
there
like
is, but-
2 of each
Yeah,
of those
they
things.
look
'cause-
nice, and I definitely see folks going there and being like, yeah, I'll pick up a tote bag.
While I'm there,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
So some good stuff all around.
Yeah.
Did we
honestly.
mention the tote bag? Like the actual Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku tote bag was like a separate
line.
in and
Yeah.
of itself. And I don't know if it was on purpose, but I think they tricked people into like, because the lady with the microphone was like, if you're here for the tote bag giveaway, this is a separate line. Come with me. And we
So
saw
that
a
was-
lot of people going.
Yeah, that was the first I'd heard of that, by the way. That
Yeah.
there was even
Oh,
a
okay.
tote bag giveaway thing.
Yeah, I
that-
kind of
and-
knew about it, and the giveaway wording must be very confusing to people who don't know
I'm
because
trying
it's
to remember from the Time Tour like how I got it. Did they just give it to me for going? I think they might have.
yeah. I think that that was a lot more reasonable. They had plenty to go
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
but this one I think they only had like a limited stock of those tote bags,
Yeah.
and so it would be a separate line in and of itself just to get that, which was kind of cool because the tote bag it wasn't just the bag; they threw in a little bit of goodies in there too. So you got like the manga, the trading card game booster packs from there, which are kind of rare nowadays to get that. Like scalpers now have gone from like Pokemon to One Piece to now these Dragon Ball cards, and so like it's kind of hard to get. So it's nice they threw a free one in there for free. Like I think if you line up in line, you got that. And the giveaway aspect is not like, hey, sign up and you might get this. I think the giveaway just means like we're gonna give this away to you for free if you get in this line.
Okay,
That's what it is.
Yeah, I was a little confused on that, but it is. Yeah, so that is its own exclusive thing to get into a separate line.
Yeah, so
for.
people will leave the retail line that we
Yeah.
were all
Yeah.
in to get these figures.
And they're
to
like,
go
if you have
there.
someone in line that can save your spot for you, you can come back to it.
True.
But otherwise, you're getting out of line.
I'm hoping people like knew that when they were like leaving the
Yeah,
line and
yeah.
not like confused, like, oh, is this like I need this to get the Genkidamatsuri figure? Like, no, you're gone if you're don't want someone to save your spot.
All right, so here, 20 minutes into what we're talking about, let's talk about the rest of the.
Oh yeah,
So
was there an event in there? I don't know.
Once we got our asses inside, got a little warm, and felt a little better with some food in our belly, we went to go check it out.
I mean, they had similar to whether it's Comic-Con or if you went to the Daima event, it's like, all right, here's all the displays of our latest line of figures and upcoming stuff too,
Which is really cool.
Yeah, it was.
Really,
so like
really
they,
cool.
they had the Bardock, the Zarbon, the Dodoria re-releases.
Dude, seeing those figures in person, because these are the figures that won't come out for a few more months.
Yeah,
and they're kind of really anticipated because everyone really loves the Super Saiyan SH Figuarts, the Cell Games Begin Goku that came out. That's like, it's almost revolutionary as a figure with how it poses well and just looks great. The
Is
face
that the one
and
I have back
everything.
here?
Yes,
Okay.
that one. Like it's on the cover of the box. It's like, we got new shoulder articulations. Like, okay, cool. But no, because they're making the new base form Goku, Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan
really
Blue
did
Goku.
fix my other one.
Like, look how much better it looks. I
It does look
posed
so much
Mike's.
better. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's how you got to bend the knees, Mike. Bend those knees. But yeah, to see them in person, just they look so good. So I believe like the hype is real. So like pre-order those figures if you want them, because they're general release, so they're not gonna be hard to find. But they're gonna be amazing figures. They had that, like you said, the Bardock and the Zarbon Dodoria dual pack thing. Like these figures look so good, man. The Tamashii Nation's like made a step up from 2025 to 2026. Like they've definitely like found something, a middle ground where it's like these are it, man. These are gonna be good. So yeah.
Overall, that display that they had there, I mean, you want to get into like not just the figures, but a lot of the just dioramas, a lot of the actual like real big chunky things you could go and take pictures of.
Oh yeah, like the photo op opportunities, like
photo op stuff. I mean,
wait, now that I'm thinking about it, we never saw Shenron. Was Shenron there?
Like
Shenron wasn't there.
A big thing, like up in the sky thing.
Oh my god, it wasn't there at this event.
I didn't see that. No.
Oh my god, because it's the same as the SH Figuarts Goku and Dragon SH Figuarts. It's got like Shenron, like it looks on the cover of Volume 1. That's what it looks like. They had that at Chicago. I didn't see that here. We went around and looked at everything, right?
Maybe we didn't look up. I don't know.
Because so you walk in, on the left is Quinton, and then the assemble your own model kit. On the right side was the aura effect. Like just a big, like huge aura that you can stand in front of, like your power up. Yeah. People just scream. That was cool. And then the Trunks time machine was there. But yeah, the Shenron wasn't there. That's disappointing. That'd be a good like group photo op for us to do. But yeah, that's what's weird.
They had sparking. They had the card game. They had a like queued up. I don't know if it was a lottery or it was just pull a number for one of the Goku like hobby figures that was free that you could take home, but you just had to like sign up and get in line to wait for it.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of holdover from the Daima event for sure. I mean, it really felt like a continuation of that.
Yeah, if you think about it though, it's such a small thing though. It's not like, don't like, if you're not going to try and get this Goku, like don't like break your plans to go. Don't like say, hey honey, let's postpone the wedding because the pop-up tour is happening.
No,
it's not that big of a deal.
No,
it really is like I thought about it back then. It was like, yeah, it's just like a pop-up, like they're gonna have a few cardboard cutouts of Goku there if you take a picture with. Was actually no, there wasn't cardboard cutouts. It was actually like a huge life-size SH Figuarts Goku. It had
the Goku and Vegeta Blue.
Doing
like,
the final, the end of
attacks.
Super, doing like the attack. Yeah, that looked really cool. It looked really cool. I want to take one home, but they wouldn't sell it to me. So
I couldn't help but think like the whole time, because they were playing footage of like the 40th anniversary trailer that we all love, and promotional stuff, and just they had the music going. And
I wish they had the 40th anniversary promo video in line. I could just stare at that.
That would be
out the garage.
But I couldn't help but think, just kind of soaking it in, like, man, if this was back when I was a kid, I would have been loving this. The energy there, at least. I mean, I'm not saying it was incredible. It was just kind of like,
it was nice.
It felt good.
It was really
something that you should go out of your way, like you described.
Yeah, it was great to see like families there with like their kids, like to show off this. Like it just really, like you're talking about, so timeless.
Yeah,
everyone from an adult to a kid is there to enjoy this series that we all love equally.
There was a great mix of people there.
That's the thing I took away from it, was similar again to the Daima Tour, was there's multi-generational families there. They're all just having a good time.
Yeah, and the fact that a lot of them came out for this, like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but like the manga, this is a manga figure, SH Figuart, that everyone showed up to come and try and get. Yeah. That there's so much love for the manga. I don't know if it's that. Or for the exclusivity of it, because definitely it's the SH Figuarts of it all. We didn't realize how big SH Figuarts was.
Yep.
I'm like, I guess people watch my videos because it's SH Figuarts.
Told you, got me. So
yeah, there you go.
All right, I want to give credit to Ken too. It's the two of you.
Yes, Ken is like a much more sane version of me talking about this kind of stuff, but like he only buys one of each figure. I try and buy two of those bitches. But like there's so many people there showing love for this kind of figure. It sucks that we can't get it because of that, but it warms my heart that there's some people out there that do care enough about this. Because like I don't know, if you had told me about this red tone Goku like 20 years ago, I'm like, I don't read the manga. I watched I watched Dragon Ball Z in English. I don't give a dang.
Yeah.
But no, people are out there really wanting this figure. The amount of people that are there, even if 10% were scalpers, there's still a lot of people that were not there scalping that really just want this figure, which makes me happy.
There's a lot of people there, and there were probably a lot of people who wanted a lot of the other stuff that was there. I mean, there were other exclusives. There was a variety of products there. There was OG Dragon Ball stuff there, which I'm happy to see.
Yeah.
It had a little bit of something for everyone, not GT fans, but other than that.
Well, for that, you had to go to the actual Bandai Namco store. Can we talk about that for a minute?
Right.
There's an actual Bandai Namco store in this mall as well. That is just a regular store that is open that you can go to.
No line. It's like they're pretty much just in and out.
It's basically an SH Figuarts store, and I think there were some mechs on the other side that I don't know anything about.
I made the sneaky move of like I'm gonna wait for Mike to get into the Dragon Ball section, and I'm gonna be the devil on the shoulder like, Mike, you need that.
You totally did too. All right. So let's talk about what we bought instead.
I went off to go look at Gundams, and then I didn't realize there was a deal happening.
So what I've started doing over here on my shelf is, I don't know, I just started accumulating Goku figures. It started with, and you know what, Doug? It started with the OS figure that I got, I think, just at Target.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, look at his eyes. You'll never see him the same way again.
Oh, that one with the eyes that are wide apart. Yeah.
So I turned him into doing the Kamehameha pose.
Yeah, raised on Earth Goku.
And then it was, actually, I already had the
Toyotaru?
The Toyotaru Ultra Instinct one.
Yeah.
I've had that since I got that like shortly after it came out. I did proxy
the
buy on
pre-order,
that. So I had that. Then I got the OS one. And then it was when I went to the Tamashi Nation. I went to the Near Orchestral concert in New York, and on the way to our hotel in Times Square, I went to the Tamashi Nation store.
I haven't been there yet. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And this is actually something I want to talk about, the difference between that store and this mall store.
I'm interested.
So while I was there, I got, I speaking of GT, I like GT, so I got Chibi Goku from GT, and I also got the Daima Goku figure. So now I've started making them all just hang out here and do Kamehameha poses.
Yeah, he has them all
And then when I
lined
set
up.
them all up, there was one night I'm like, well, tomorrow morning I could have this Cell Games one here for me. So I had him, and then these are the ones that I have set up here now. And then, so we went to this event today. I'm like, well, I should get another version of Goku to just like start filling out the collection. I've been looking at the Super Saiyan 3 figure, and I had it in my hands, and Doug taps me and he's like, you don't want that one.
Mike's doing this like hand gesture. Like I was like, dude, that in your hand, you don't want that.
And I somehow completely overlooked the fact that they had Super Saiyan 2 Goku as well. And
Mike's like a little kid in a toy store, like looking around, like, well, what else did they got? And like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, let me tell you. I'm like 10 minutes, like telling you like the backstory. You just want to know the price and where I can buy it.
Tell the short version of what you told me with the 3 versus the 2.
I was like, you don't want that Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That has been like re-released a million times. I don't know why, because it doesn't look that great. It was great for the time, but that Super Saiyan 3 S.H. Figuarts Goku came out so long ago. It came out so long ago that the Bandai logo was red when it first released. They then switched to blue, because blue means like they shift over like in 2015, I say.
Yeah.
It's like a blue Bandai logo means like this is like it's like a specialty collector's item, whereas they used to from 2009 2015 it was like a red logo, just meaning just general Bandai figure.
Just like their ancient ass.
Right. So when you see red and blue, that's what that means on your figure. Yeah. But no, that figure existed back when it was the red logo. And so it doesn't really look amazing. The face looks kind of off. I'm like, we're due for a new Super Saiyan 3 Goku. If anything, there are third-party SH Figuarts out there that have done wonders with Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
They'll probably come back to it someday.
They have to, right? Yeah. Eventually. This is their only one. Well, besides the very 1.0 original. But I'm like, you don't want that. Just wait. Then Mike points at the Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one. You want that. Yeah. Because that one was that one only came out as an event exclusive in San Diego Comic-Con. Well, all the Comic-Cons later on, but you can only get it as an exclusive. But the weird thing about SH Figuarts in Japan, they don't get those SH Figuarts event exclusives because they're exclusive to these events in USA.
Yeah.
So the Japanese don't get them. It's so weird how they don't get some figures. But then eventually down the line, they start getting them as regular releases. That's why you see the Super Saiyan 2 Goku's in the same style box as the every other regular SH Figuarts. They eventually released, I think, the Ultra Instinct Sign Goku as a regular one. If you see it in a regular box, that's a Japanese one. This is actually the first time they've released a Japanese version of an event exclusive in America as well.
Okay.
So you're lucky that this figure kind of exists to pick up.
Yeah, and it looked great, and it adds to my growing collection of just going up in forms. And this is actually good because I have regular Super Saiyan, so now I'm going 2-2.
Exactly.
And I'll wait for 3. Actually, I have God pre-ordered, so I'll skip over again.
Then you got to do Super Saiyan 4 again for you. And
I need the 4. So I got that, and then I'm like, well, I should get at least one other thing that's like maybe harder to find or I don't see everywhere, and so I got Bulma.
I was like, Mike, look at that $120 Shenron right there. That'd be good.
Close.
I don't think your wife will mind. I don't think.
I was thinking about shelf space. Where would I put it? And like, let me just.
I let Mike think too much. So instead of just like go get it. But Mike has a level head. He was like, I don't need this, and I'm like, don't ask me. I'm too biased. I'm collecting every single one of these things. So I'm like, but at least I can tell you. I mean, no matter what, I would have told you to got it. It literally is just that Super Saiyan 3 Goku that I'm like, I don't know why they keep re-releasing this guy. Yeah. Don't get this guy.
It was good advice. So I feel good about stuff like that.
I'm good.
So I got those 2 figures. And, I feel good. It's just from the regular store there. Remind me, I do want to come back to compare the New York store. But, Jake, what did you get? You didn't get anything in that store, but you went over to the capsule adjacent store?
Yeah, I just went over to the capsule store that was right nearby and just perused a little bit just to see if there's anything cute. And Albert and I were in there looking at some Dragon Ball stuff and found these little trinkets for a few tokens. And he and I rolled Trunks' sword, some Dabra cookies, and a Scouter. I made out there with a Dabra cookie and another capsule. So that was pretty good.
They're so cool for just tiny little figures you can get, like those gumball gachapon machines.
They're
the
so selection they had where I was like, I don't mind spending this much money because anything that was in there I actually already liked. There wasn't a chance of like me getting something that I didn't like.
True.
So it was a cool little desk thing. So
and that's also just another thing that is reasonable in price for parents and kids.
Yeah.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Get them hooked on, random chants. Get them from a young age.
I like how that store is set up. Like the Bandai Namco store of having a lot of the, I don't want to say entry level, but there's a lot of stuff for kids and then there's a lot of stuff maybe for more teens to adults. I mentioned earlier that I was going over to the Gundam section. They have a whole area for Gundam and all the variances of that, but they also had like a little corner that I was looking at Kirby stuff and some little like $10 figurines, $5.
There was a chipmunk figure with like his cheeks stuffed with like nuts in there. Just puffed out. I was like, that's really cute.
So it feels like they've really nailed like how to get that sweet spot of getting all the right amount of like a customer base for the collectors and the folks who are just popping in. And,
it was kind of like packed. I'm assuming just because everyone was there for the pop-up tour. So like on a regular day, it must be nice to kind of like peruse because we were kind of like siphoning through people like trying to get by.
It was not that far off from. I was telling you guys last year I went and saw Oasis at the stadium that is basically next to in the same area as this mall here. And before the event, Mary and I went over to the mall and had dinner. But I did run by the store there and I almost got some figures there. Doug, they had Super Saiyan 4 Goku at that time and I didn't get them because I didn't want to walk all the way past the stadium to my car.
Man, you didn't bite that trigger.
Back to this. I didn't bite the trigger. I should have bit the trigger. But I'm just reflecting on at that time for what was not a mall pop-up event. That store was actually still pretty busy at that time too.
Yep.
Maybe it was spillover from, people going to see the concert.
Maybe, yeah. I mean,
it strikes me as
I guess I keep underestimating how popular SH Figuarts are. So it really is. Maybe it's like just like that all the time.
Doug, you didn't get an SH Figuart. You did walk out with something else.
I did. I was like, I'm not leaving. I can't leave here with nothing. So like, I saw this like Grandista Super Saiyan Majin Vegeta on there. I'm like, I could get this for $10 by importing. but the taxes and the fees and the tariffs might make it a little more higher than that. I don't want to leave here without anything. Let me just buy this. So I did it. It's a figure that I definitely am going to get eventually. So I'm like, I'll just get it here just to have the fun of like getting something in person. Jake knows this when I went to Otakon with him, and I'm like, I can get these Broly's for a lot cheaper online, but to get them in person is something more special.
Call that the convenience fee.
The convenience fee. That's a hell of a convenience fee.
It's in front of me right now.
I had to pay with a credit card for those Broly's, and so they charged me tax on top of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
But the feeling of walking away with those Broly's.
Yeah, it felt nice. The one thing about I'm gonna always regret this now is that I saw one of the kids that came up to me and like said hi to me, like who knew me and like said hi. We went back to the pop-up tour near the end of the retail line just to check out the pop-up tour again. I saw him there like a little like bummed out that he couldn't get the Genkidamatsuri figure. I guess he stuck out the line and waited for it.
Yeah.
You can see he was really bummed out. I wanted to like to just give him like the Majin Vegeta figure that I got. I'm like, oh, I bought it for a reason. Let me go give it to him. But like, I'm like, Mike, open the bag, and Mike's like, what? Like, oh, open the bag. Open. I'm like, they're getting away. Get it.
What are you talking about?
So what are you doing, Doug? And like, yeah, by the time like I grabbed the figure and like try to like find them, I had lost them. I could have looked harder, but I didn't. But
It was pretty crowded. I saw what you're doing. You turned the corner, and it was just kind of like you're in a Jason Bourne movie. It was like, oh, they're.
I'm not gonna lie. Part of me, like, as I'm running to find him, I'm like, but I want this figure too. Like, maybe I shouldn't look that hard. But still, like, it was still. I finally had this Majin Vegeta figure that I've been going for a while. So it's nice.
Yeah. Real quick, I do want to compare this with the Times Square store.
Yes.
There's a lot of crossover with stuff, but the Times Square store has more of the like truly exclusive stuff, it seems. That's where I got the Piccolo Daimao.
Yeah.
There. They had some other Vegito one that I probably should have gotten, but I already spent a ton of money there, so I didn't get it there.
Yeah.
It was like more.
It's very shiny.
Very blue.
Yeah, they dipped it in baby oil.
Okay, so they had that. Like, they had more of those kinds of things at that store.
That was just like a year ago's event exclusives. I think they just had leftovers because they didn't sell so well. So they were available still there.
So that store has more of that kind of stuff, plus some of the regular things. Like, they had all the Diamond figures, like all those. So you can get more, I would say, variety and exclusive stuff.
That's the spot to go, though, if you need, like, for example, the Goku and Dragon SH Figuarts, the 40th anniversary
Yeah, they had
special.
all that stuff.
They had that there, But that wasn't, like, I think people keep thinking, like, oh, yeah, it'll be available, the 40th anniversary, the Genkidamatsuri Goku will be available there eventually. I'm like, no, this is a very special situation. It's not the same as the Goku and Dragon SH Figuarts. Like, we might not get it over here in America. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like, we don't know for sure. You're already asking people, and we kind of don't know, but the sentiment seems to be like, don't count on it.
Right. I hope I'm wrong, but it's like really like this was the only way to get it. And Japan really underestimated how much everyone wanted this. They could have made so much more money having much more in stock at all. Just people waited in line. Even after we left, people still waited that entire line.
Yeah. For nothing. There's nothing left to buy.
Unfortunate.
I have a couple things I want to close out with. One is just this event as a whole. You know, independent of the line management and line communication, and just what did you think of just the mall pop-up tour, having not done the Diamond one and just seeing this one? Jake, what did you think about the vibes, the setup, the atmosphere, which is the same thing as vibes, like everything going on here?
No, I really liked it. Honestly, I think it was well staffed, and I think there was enough there for, again, they're trying to appeal to a little bit of a general audience.
I didn't realize just how popular this card game is. Like, all that stuff was sold out. There were tons of people sitting down playing the card game.
Yeah. When I first heard that was a thing, I was like, good luck getting people to sit down and do that for you. But no, they were.
They were.
It was packed, I was like, you know what? I was wrong. They were just, at least when we were there, they were just getting around to setting up the model kit stuff for people sitting down and building that, and that made me happy.
We saw like them open the trunk or whatever where all the model kits were kept. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of them in there. They have enough stock.
Yeah, and I saw someone walking up along that side, and I thought you could just like walk into that area, like it was open. I was like, oh, hey guys, can we go in here? And then I heard them start calling out numbers, like 33, 34.
There's a sign-up sheet. You got to sign up.
Never mind.
So I had an overall good impression, and it feels like anyone of any type of fan, even if you're not that much into Dragon Ball, would also have a good impression.
Yeah, there's a Sparking Zero section for Randy if you wanted to go up there and play.
I think he was there.
He went up there. He was waiting in line playing Sparking Zero on his Steam Deck, and then to play Sparking Zero.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't join us.
Yeah. You know what? We didn't talk to him either, so it's on us.
Even if you were just there at the mall and you didn't know it was happening and you just happened to see something Dragon Ball related, I think it was a good thing.
Oh my God. Can we say I think the funniest thing the entire time was the early comment of this lady drives up, is like, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on? And was it you that just said Dragon Ball, or someone said
It was
Dragon
a
Ball?
bus full of people.
It was a bus
It was
full of
also
people.
like a shuttle bus full of people, and the driver rolled down the window, and there was also a lady in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, what's going on?" And we're just kind of like, Dragon Ball. And-
Just the words Dragon Ball. She pauses for a second. She goes, yeah, that makes sense.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
and drives away.
And drives away. Yeah. That
we're
was
like,
amazing.
damn. These are the times we
I was like, yes.
yeah.
Truly incredible. Just like one of a kind.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
perfect.
There were a few
in-person
times when people
moments.
did that, like that didn't know what was going on, but that one was the funniest one. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, that makes sense. All
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, I
Love
was
that.
overall pretty proud.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not specifically for me, and I didn't buy anything, but I had a good time.
I think I feel the same way. Where like, I am not disappointed,
Yep.
but because my expectations were already tempered.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Yes.
how the
Yes.
regular person would feel going there.
I'd hate to be the 5:30 arrival that just missed getting a figure.
When it was around like,
Yeah.
because the mall opened or 10 or 11 a.m.
Yeah.
That's when we noticed, before then, like around 9 a.m., we noticed the line at the end wasn't getting any bigger. So we're like, okay, I guess this is the end of the line. This is it.
Yeah.
Around 11 a.m. when the event
did.
like officially
Yeah.
started, the line got bigger.
People started showing up again.
I'm assuming like that's the unfortunate people that didn't realize, oh, I had to show up earlier for this. There's gonna be a line
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, you're not gonna get anything. But like the event itself, the pop-up tour for me just seemed like really too small, like to be
They needed a bigger space.
need
So
a bigger space.
at least for this mall, it was in a different space from where the Dyma thing was. I think it was probably logistics of the merch line
Mhm.
needed to come from a different place. So I did show you guys where the Dyma thing was. There's like this little propped up stage area, and immediately down that short hallway is like one of the main just like automatic door entrances to a level of the parking garage,
Yeah.
as opposed to where we got filtered in like a separate staircase that kind of looped up and over to where that area
Yeah.
was. So
Oh, that was that
Kind of
funny
two-pronged.
funny thing when we walked in. We gave up on the line. We went to a different entrance. We,
yeah,
we
yeah.
went up the escalator. We're like, wow, I wonder where this is. We like after the escalators, we just walked forward for about like 4 or 5 minutes. Then we're like, where is this? Oh, the map says back behind us. We go all the way back to the escalator we initially came out of. We're like, oh, if we had just turned around, it's right there. The
Immediately
pop-up door
behind
was
us.
right there.
I had to go to the bathroom, Doug.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we got rid of that. Yeah. But anyway, no, the pop-up tour, what I
Oh, you were talking about the space. Like I think
Yeah.
it felt a little cramped in this space.
even if it wasn't cramped, even if we
Yeah.
had plenty of space, there's just not much to do, I feel like. Even if they had like maybe double the machines, it
I
still
mean,
wouldn't.
you could play the sparking demo and get a token. You could do the
Yeah.
hobby thing. You could learn how to play the card game. Like I think there's an okay variety of things. I thought it was cool to see all the figures, but you're right. Like there's not like a standout event to then like there's no one coming on
Yeah.
stage.
Right.
Kageyama's not playing a song.
Right.
Or anything
But
like
I
that.
keep trying to remind myself this is not made for me. Someone who is chronically online looking at everything.
Exactly.
This as a person who wouldn't like know about the figures and like the updates, it'd be so cool to see like, whoa, they're making this new figure, like
Yeah.
Bardock and Zarbon and Droid. This looks awesome. I can't wait to get this. It's not made for me. So and even though I'm not disappointed because my expectations were tempered, I still was like, oh, this is really it. Like the main appeal was waiting in line to get like a figure, and then after that, because we could run through the pop-up tour within like 15-20 minutes really. And,
Yeah.
I mean, you have nice photo ops. We did take nice pictures, and that is like a unique thing that is fantastic. Would I drive again 3 hours? Would I have Jake drive me again 3 hours to go to this thing? Yes, because I'm a sicko who loves anything Dragon Ball, but I don't imagine anyone else.
I think that's a really good point to make. Despite our good experience, should you have are you listening to us and thinking, man, I really wish I actually like drove or even flew out to this thing? I'm gonna say no.
Right.
You don't,
No.
there's no real FOMO here, other than it being like a cool thing that if it happens locally for you.
Yes, if it's
that's-
within a reasonable driving
it's
distance
pretty
where you're
neat.
like you're fine doing.
Yeah.
Because imagine flying here and then
Yeah.
lining up too late to not get a figure.
Yeah.
And then
All
your
that
flight's
waste.
tomorrow, and you can't line up
You
overnight.
can't line up again,
to-
yeah. Because you're true. You're right. The benefit of like people
I am
living
true.
local. You're true. The benefit of people living close is that they can decide. Oh, okay, maybe I'll camp out tonight to really like dedicate.
Yeah, like
to get
it's a
this
possibility that we could do this again, and
Right.
like I'm not.
figure. The three of us are not. We're not about that. No, I'm like, yeah, my time is not worth that.
So
There were some folks who mentioned that we talked to that I think at least one guy who said
Who's considering it?
is considering just
Yeah.
starting over at
Yeah.
6 to 7 p.m. today.
That's the thing I wanted to mention too, was like how I knew Chicago, because Chicago happened first a week or two ago. I'm like, this is bad, and now people are aware of how bad it is, so it's going to be even worse for this
Because they
one
know
here
it's
in Jersey,
bad, they're
because they
gonna
know
make
it's
it worse.
bad. And Mike was like, no, it's fine. I think we're so the remote island, no one knows about this area. I'm like, you dumb fuck. Can I say that? You dumb son of a bitch.
I think it was more cope than it was like logical reasoning.
Right. It was like in denial, but like and then now that this Illinois one is like. Even that one's like, oh, it confirmed that it was going to be that bad.
Yeah.
I imagine
The rest of
the
them.
Florida one and the one are going to be even worse. You're going to have to line up. Because on Friday, you can get away with getting there early because you don't know. But now it's like, oh, it's confirmed now in 2 spots that you need to show up early. The rest are going to be. So if you want this figure and you're in Florida or wherever the other 2 or 3 ones
You
are going
gotta
to be
camp
at.
out, man.
And if you really want it, you're going to have to do this. Because I'm going to tell you, I really have a feeling they're not going to release this on premiumband.usa. I know a lot of you think they will. I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Do with that information what you will.
I had a good time.
Yes.
And that kind of leads me into my final discussion point for the evening, folks. Jake, I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a while. Doug, I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a while. We have met in person several times at conventions, at other places. Y'all came out to my place.
Yeah.
This is really cool. I love this. So I want to get your in-person first-time take.
I tempered expectations and it exceeded. I was like, what is happening? You took me to a room and I was like, check out this room behind this room. Wait, what? There's more. Like that was just the appetizer room and you showed us the main course room.
I honestly can't believe it. I did also have an idea. I was like, look, I've been on the Mario Kart streams. I've listened to the podcast. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea of what Mike has.
We only see his loft though, right?
Yeah, we only
only
see
his
little
loft.
pockets in the stream, but no, my expectations were exceeded. He has a cool fucking place, guys.
Mike has like a little bed that I slept on like in the basement, like separate from the podcast room, but it's like in the basement area. And Mike's like, oh, I'm so old, I'm gonna go to bed early. I'm like, I'm not going to bed till like 3 a.m. or whatever. So like, so as soon as they went to bed, I'm like, yeah, let me check out this podcast room and see what's in here. So like,
look around.
I walked in here, I'm like, wow. I start pulling like V jumps. I start pulling out stuff. And I'm pulling out things that are like, oh my god, he's talked about this on the podcast. Oh my god, this is Cashman. I just read this. I just pulled this randomly. Like there's a Krillin with the machine gun figure right there in front of my eyes.
There's stuff
so
I've
much
never
stuff
seen before. There's stuff I've never even considered was a thing before. There's stuff that I haven't seen since I was a kid, and I pay attention to this stuff. That like it's really a treasure trove.
It really feels like a treasure
It's hard
trove,
to explain.
an archive. It's everything.
And it's personal. It's clearly also set up to like Mike's taste.
It kind of feels like a mess, but at the same time, it doesn't. It feels like a mess, but it doesn't at the same time. It's one of those weird things.
I really tried to clean up. It feels more of a mess because I have to crowd in more chairs and microphones in here.
Yeah.
Like this room is set up for me to walk from that door to this desk and work all day.
Yeah.
I really do think it's a complimentary mess. It's not really
because like even like the tiny like very thin magazines, I'm like, there's no way you know where these are. You just like you read them for like the one thing you needed and then put them like with the other magazines. Like I don't know if you do or not, but
I mean, hey, besides that, I mean, Mike and Mary have been excellent hosts.
Fantastic.
So
Thank you.
Mike and Doug and I have had a great time.
The area without like Dragon Ball stuff also is like just so nice. Like it's like I don't know if you guys know about me, but I love like the cozy vibe. I'm trying to like emulate my house to be like half nerdy, half like cozy, and like I think Mike and Mary have definitely like found that. Well, maybe Mary mostly has found like that nice cohesive
I'm just
version
loading
of
up with
it.
magazines. Man.
Yeah.
I got more.
Mary's like, put it downstairs.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a good time, and we've just been kind of marveling and hanging out. And
Mike's a fraud. He only has one Dead Zone copy. I can confirm now. It's all photoshopped.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, there's
I don't know
nothing.
why he says he has all these Dead Zones.
I don't know.
I got 7, 8, 9 of
those bitches?
Those bitches.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Citation needed.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's rare. You know, sometimes I'll post a photo or something. You only get like a glimpse.
Yes,
of
that's what I've
the
been
room.
living off like for 10 years. Like, oh yeah, that picture. But then like to open the door and like see this room just felt like an ethereal like, whoa, this is where the magic happens. This is where it's always happened for so long.
It can't be understated. Like I've seen collections before, and it's just it's different. It's unexplainable. You know, it'd be so much fun to just sit in here and just like, I'm just gonna read this V jump.
Just pull a random thing.
Multiply that by like a 300 or 400. Like,
Yeah. There are so many like dumb things in here too. Like you walk in the basement, the first thing you see is a Dragon Ball Evolution poster. And I'm like, that is so perfectly, it's so great to walk into. I think there's like a framed picture of like the orange bricks like framed Dragon Ball Z back here. That's just like Goku and everyone it just looks horrible.
Jake was asking me about that. That was official Funimation merch that I must have gotten around like 1999 at Suncoast.
It looks horrible.
It's like a bad in between frame. But it was something they sold.
Oh my God.
And like I've just had it all this time.
I thought you just custom made that as like a joke, or someone gave it to you as a joke.
No.
That's official merchandise.
It should be a joke because I stopped him and I was passing by and I just had this flashback because I know I've seen it in a catalog and I'm like, it had to have been like when I was a kid and I was flipping through like old Funimation stuff, and I'm like, this looks like ass. Like, but the fact that it's like framed, it has the logo
and it's
on
below
it,
my
it's so
signed Battle
funny.
of Gods pamphlet.
Yes.
So perfect.
Next thing, one thing you could see, like, oh my God, this beautiful art that was like super rare to have, and then you see that like crappy image of Goku and everyone.
I like that dichotomy.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of little cool stuff like that. We're happy to be here. Thank you very much.
I'm glad.
Thank you.
I don't always get a chance to have folks up and share a Dragon Ball experience like this. So the fact that we can do this, record a podcast, just chill, have an okay time.
It's been great.
It's good. It's good. So thank you guys for coming up.
Thank you for having
I'm
us.
sorry, Doug, we didn't go at 2 a.m., but that wasn't happening.
I knew it wasn't. I was like, yeah, no, we'll find a way. But I want to thank everyone that came up to me during the event, like, and said
was
hi.
so nice, man.
It's like it would never happen to me anywhere else but this location. Like, we're here for a figure, and like everyone knows I'm the figure guy, and it's just like it's such a pleasant surprise. Everyone, thank you so much for coming up. It made my day, my week, my year. Honestly, this is gonna be great.
Wholesome vibes at the end of the day.
It was. Everyone was so nice, and just like people were like, oh, "You're the reason why I started collecting." I'm like, "I'm so sorry for your wallet," but I'm like, "Yeah, thank you so much for watching." It's so great, humbling.
Yeah,
it's cool. All right, that's it. That's gonna bring this episode of the podcast to a close. Thank you very much.
That was the Pro Tour.
Yeah,
that was the Mike Tour.
Yep.
We'll see you next year.
Had a good time. Yeah, for Beerus
Oh my
pop-ups.
God.
I don't know. Let's go around the horn. Jake.
Yeah.
You got anything going on you want to talk about? You occasionally show up when Doug's not available over on We Got a Podcast.
That's right.
The official.
Is this where I plug We Got a Podcast instead of you?
Nice, Mike. Here's your $10. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm around in Blue Sky, J Lunar S, and I am not. Look, guys, I'm not important, but I do like to share. I do share my passion for Dragon Ball and some cool stuff, and like talking about things with my friends. So, if you want to find me there, that's what I do. Also working on the wiki, and staying behind the scenes and supporting my favorite people.
We all know Doug. Clearly, everyone knows Doug.
No, please don't.
Doug, tell us about you.
You can find me on We Got a Podcast, where I do a podcast with Randy and Ken, talk about Dragon Ball bi-weekly all the time. You can find me I'm doing TikToks, Instagrams, and also posting the shorts on YouTube. I'm gearing more up to doing more content like that, especially with this Dragon Ball pop-up tour. I'm going to have so much to say about this. I recorded so many like just B-roll and like stuff like that I'll put together in a compilation to post a video about. But yeah, it was cool to see that. It was cool to be here. Mike, thank you again. Yeah, I'm really, really happy I came out.
Excellent. All right. Well, forget about We Got a Podcast.
Forget about this.
Kanzenshuu.com. That is Kanzenshuu.com. Appreciate
the podcast, encompassing the encompassing Dragon Ball fan site
that covers anything and anything.
Dragon Ball in hopes of enlightening and a little bit of entertaining.
From Earth to Namek
to Sadala, we cover it all.
Randy, Arlia to Zune. I figured it out for you. Arlia to Zune.
Arlia to iPod.
We discussed this.
God. All right. Kanzenshuu.com. If you so please, patreon.com/Kanzenshuu. $1 just says, hey, thanks, love what you're doing. $5 says, hey, let's hang out on Discord. I don't know what Discord. I don't know right now.
Oh boy.
But as of right now, that's still a good thing, and we're having a good time over there. Let's hope that can continue for the foreseeable future.
Please.
I don't want to redo that whole thing. I don't know. Maybe it's time back to IRC. I'm not necessarily opposed to that.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, what are we doing? We doing FNet? We doing what's happening?
AIM.
All right, so there's that. What else can I plug? Tomorrow, you'll have already, by the time you listen to this, we'll have done another Mario Kart stream.
Yeah,
Grab your nearest.com.
that's right.
Aka, twitch.tv/
There we go.
Vegito EX. You can check that out over there.
Ken, don't make you grab your nearest Genkidamatsuri figure. I'll be mad at you.
I think that's it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Doug. Had a wonderful time. We will see you next time here on the podcast. Bye, everyone.
See ya.
See ya.